And to details. Head of the National Elections Authority Executive Body Councillor Ahmed Bindari held a press conference on Wednesday on the preparations carried out by the authority ahead of the upcoming presidential elections. Bindari reviewed a comprehensive report on what have been accomplished upon the directives of the authority, as well as measures to facilitate the voting process in all polling stations nationwide. He confirmed that all presidential candidates would enjoy their full constitutional rights, adding that the authority will provide equal opportunities to all presidential candidates. He pointed out that the elections will run under a complete judicial supervision. He also reiterated that the authority will provide equipped places for voters from elderly and people with special needs. Bindari announced that the National Elections Authority will hold a meeting on September 25th to set the timetable of the presidential election. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli chaired on Wednesday the weekly cabinet meeting at the government headquarters in new administrative capital. The Prime Minister praised the new social support package issued upon the directives of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and asserted its importance in easing burdens on citizens due to the current economic challenges. The Prime Minister pointed out to the coordination between the Ministries of Finance and Social Solidarity to set draft laws regulating the new package to be submitted to the Parliament. The Cabinet also discussed the final plan for the project to upgrade the zoo and the Urman Park, which aims at increasing the number of the zoo animals as well as expanding areas for visitors. Meanwhile, the Premier witnessed the signing of a cooperation protocol between the Ministry of Communications and Public Authority for Agricultural Development and Urban Projects. On the sidelines of the UN General Assembly, Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry participated on Wednesday in the ministerial meeting on Sudan. Shoukry asserted Egypt's support for reaching a political solution for Sudan's crisis, as well as its constant stance on providing humanitarian aid to the Sudanese people. The Foreign Minister also stressed the importance of providing humanitarian needs to the Sudanese people inside Sudan and in neighboring countries. The top diplomat also asserted Egypt's support for the Sudanese people and reviewed efforts to reach a settlement for the crisis in Sudan through the outcomes of the neighboring countries' meetings. Earlier, the minister held a meeting with UN Under-Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief Coordinator Martin Griffiths, where he called for providing food and medical aid to displaced Sudanese. On sidelines of UN General Assembly, Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry met Ireland's Deputy Prime Minister Michel Martin, who is also Ireland's Foreign and Defence Minister, to probe bilateral ties and regional and international issues of common concern. Both sides stressed the significance of boosting bilateral ties in various fields and expanding economic cooperation. During the meeting, Shoukry reiterated the importance of reforming the mechanisms of international financing bodies to make it more capable to address the needs of developing nations and current global challenges. Also, on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly, Shoukry held talks with Albania's Foreign Minister. The talks tackled means of boosting bilateral ties on various domains, especially the economic and trade fields. They also exchanged viewpoints over a number of international issues of common concern in light of Albania's membership in the Security Council. Developments in the Middle East, especially Libya, Syria, Sudan, and Middle East peace process topped the agenda of the talks. The two sides also reviewed the latest developments in Ethiopia's dam, climate change, and illegal immigration. The Foreign Minister also held meetings with his counterparts from Uganda, Italy, Norway, and New Zealand.